Welcome back to the Voice Vista. Today we're diving into a story that's making headlines and raising goosebumps far beyond Asia. Imagine this. You're having your morning coffee on a quiet island when suddenly an air raid siren screams through the air. That's not a war movie. That's Kinmen, a small Taiwanese island just a few kilometers from China's coast. On an otherwise ordinary Friday morning, people dived under tables, others rushed into underground shelters, and hospitals treated bloody casualties. But here's the twist.
The blood was fake. The casualties were volunteers. This was part of Taiwan's massive civil defense and military drills. And the message was clear. What if China really attacked? China, of course, has long vowed to reunify with Taiwan and hasn't ruled out using force. For decades, the threat has hovered like a shadow. But today, Taiwan is taking it more seriously than ever. President William Lai, who stepped into office just last year, is pushing hard to strengthen defense, from bigger military budgets to tougher training.
But here's the catch. Convincing ordinary people in Taiwan isn't easy. In fact, a recent survey found that 65% of Taiwanese believe a Chinese attack won't happen in the next 5 years. Some shrug it off with if China really wanted to invade, they'd have done it already.
And yet, the U.S. has warned that Beijing is preparing its military to be ready for an invasion by 2027. That's just around the corner. It raises a question. Are people underestimating the risk?
Taiwan's response has been sweeping. Military conscription has been extended, soldier pay and training are up, and the once rigid war games are now raw, unscripted simulations, complete with urban warfare drills in subways, highways, even schools transformed into tank repair stations.
And it's not just the military. Everyday citizens are being drafted into preparedness. Air raid drills have shut down shops, restaurants, even trains and planes. In downtown Taipei, volunteers practiced evacuations, lowering themselves down buildings, and treating staged missile casualties under makeshift tents.
For some, like Stanley, an office worker in Taipei, it's reassuring. He told the BBC, "Look at how China keeps surrounding us. We need to be ready."
But not everyone agrees. On Kinmen Island, where memories of Chinese shelling in the 1950s still linger, many see China as more of a business partner than an enemy. One shopkeeper said, "We are all one family. Why would they hurt us ordinary folk?"
It's a very human reaction, isn't it? After years of living under threat, some simply tune it out for the sake of mental health. Others believe an invasion would be far too costly for China, not just militarily, but politically and economically.
And yet, President William Lai isn't backing down. He calls China a foreign hostile force, planning to annex Taiwan. His government is even raising defense spending by more than 20%, with plans to hit 5% of GDP by 2030.
But here's where it gets complicated. Some critics, especially Taiwan's opposition party, the Kuomintang, accuse Lai of fear-mongering, saying his rhetoric is provoking China rather than protecting Taiwan. One shop assistant on Kinmen Island put it bluntly, "William Lai is crazy in the way he talks to China. It will stoke their fury."
So here we are, Taiwan caught in the middle of hope, fear, and politics. Do you train harder, spend billions, and prepare for war to prevent it, or risk making war more likely by looking too defiant?
It's the classic paradox of peace through strength, and the people of Taiwan are living it every single day.
What do you think? If you lived in Taiwan, would you feel safer with these drills, or would you see them as provoking a giant neighbor?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them with us on our socials. And don't forget to subscribe to the Voice Vista for more stories that connect the dots between politics, people, and the world we share.